This segment brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. Progress powered by Kansas farmers.
Well, hello friends, and welcome back to the Cattleman's Corner, a video series highlighting the beef industry. I'm Barrett Simon, livestock agent for the Post Rock Extension District, and today we're with Cody Runft of Cody Cattle Company over in Skandia, Kansas. Cody, thanks for joining us.
You bet.
First, congratulations, guys, on a good run out at the stock show, and welcome back to North Central Kansas. We're sure glad to have you back in this part of the state.
Well, it's good to be back home.
I guess to kind of kick us off, Cody, if you would, maybe just share a little bit about what you guys do here at Cody Cattle Company and what brought you back to this part of the world and things of that nature.
Yep. For the past 10 years, we were over in Missouri running with another Charolais outfit over there. And during that time, we were extremely aggressive with our AI and our ET program, and we really got to expand our genetic base. This past summer, I had a conversation with my grandma Jeanette, and there was an opportunity on some family ground that opened up, and we were able to move the cows back in June, and we're taking on a little hay operation down in Cloud County, and then we'll keep running our cattle in the Smoky Hills in Jewell County. But my grandma Jeanette and then the Runft Ranch ground we all kind of came together at the right time when we were able to get back home.
You bet. And you guys will be partnering up this spring on a bull sale. What other avenues might you take as far as marketing, or where's your niche lie, I suppose?
I guess my passion is selling commercial bulls. My passion is making the Charolais beef bulls as good as I can make them. Luckily, Brock Haniel and I, Dr. Haniel and I, we've been good friends all through high school and college, and we've stayed in touch the last 15 years. And he's been really successful selling bulls private treaty. And he's a busy guy now, and he needs to get it over in one day, and just kind of fit that he sells a really nice complementary sim-based genetics that we can complement with our Charolais. So if you want a black bull or a white bull, we'll have about 120 to offer on March 4th. So I'm really excited about the opportunity.
We've seen a few different weather patterns here, namely cold and muddy, right? That can put a lot of stress on an operation. You mentioned black or white. It doesn't matter hide color at this point, but cow-calf, seed stock, whatever the case may be, even some of these grower yards particularly as well. What are some of the steps that you guys have taken, or what's kind of your practice when things do get pretty soft?
When things get soft, we were fortunate enough we put up a lot of straw this summer, and we've been bedding the bulls extremely heavy. On the cow side of things, I mean, just keeping the lot scraped out and getting windbreaks up so that way if they do calve and I'm not right there, the calf has a chance of survival. But it's been challenging. I asked my dad, just last week, I said, I don't remember having to be this tough when I was here in Kansas 10 years ago, and he says this has been a pretty unique winter that we're facing between the moisture and the extreme colds that we've had here recently.
We'll be back after a short break here on the Cattleman's Corner. So we were down at your place there, and I noticed there you had some early pairs out back on stocks, that sort of thing. To kind of piggyback off that, A, I guess describe your calving scenario, and B, through that, whether you calve on stocks or in a lot one, how has the weather impacted your feed program? Have you had to bite the bullet and feed a little bit more with some of that than usual, or?
Yeah, when we moved back, we thought we had the tiger by the tail. I mean, we planted a lot of cover crops, and we were thinking we're going to have plenty of hay, and then we got an October 14th freeze, and it killed 200 acres of millet, and we kind of started scratching, are we going to have enough feed? Luckily, I think we will, but we've had stocks, and we've had some rye that we've grazed, and I think we're going to be kind of fortunate. But for calving, I mean, if it's a nice day, the cows, they're going to do it on their own out in the stock field. When the extreme cold, they're going to do it in a 12 by 12 bedded pen in the barn with a heater on. So
sure enough. More widespread now than probably 5-10 years ago. We are helping ourselves eliminate some of those calving issues, and I think from the top down, that's been a really important shift in the beef industry. when things maybe go south, and it's bound to happen anywhere. Maybe it's on a first calf heifer, maybe it's on a little bit older cow that for whatever reason it didn't work out. Maybe describe your plan of action, how long you're waiting. You mentioned in tough weather you're going to bring them in anyway, so they'll be close quartered. But talk about, where your guys' mindset lies in terms of, oh, hey, we need to go help that female, or, we've seen that cow do it before, and we know she can make it happen.
Yeah. So basically, we don't sleep from January 1 to about March 10th. We're in and out with those cows every 2 hours. So we have a really good idea when one's starting to separate from the herd and she's starting to pace a little bit. If the weather's nice, we let her be. If it's cold, that's when she goes in the barn. Once we see a water bag, it's just every half hour. We're checking her every half hour to make sure that there's progress. And after an hour, if there's no progress, we're getting her in and we're making sure everything's where it's supposed to be. And if everything's where it's supposed to be, she gets a shot of oxytocin, we put her in a pen. And I like to let these cows calve as natural as they can. It seems like in my experience, when you start helping these cows and you start jerking them out, that's when you get into some reproductive issues for the next year where maybe they're not going to breed back as quick. So we do everything we can to let these cows have them on their own. And I've got a beautiful wife and a beautiful daughter, and once going through that childbirth scenario, watching it with my own eyes, I realized it's not as quick as what I thought it might be when I was younger and thought, hey, calf's feet are out, let's jerk that thing out and let's get it on the ground. So we're a lot more patient than we used to be.
Well, Cody, I've sure enjoyed our conversation here. I think our viewers hopefully have as well. You've had an opportunity and taken time out of your busy schedule to join us on the Cattlemen's Corner, so I do appreciate that. As I mentioned, we're sure glad to have you back in the territory, and looking forward to what we can see from Cody Cattle Company in the near future. So,
all right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com.